Hey, welcome guys to another episode of Chuckle Time with the Chuckle Sings, lockdown style.
Yes, good evening everybody. We are the Chuckle Sings, and yes, we are the cheaper outsourced version of the Chuckle Brothers, and we have come straight out of Kent to be with you tonight.
Guys, you might remember last week Bob and I spoke about the 3 things that we missed the most during lockdown, right? And now, as you know, there's been an easing of the lockdown measures. So now, today, we're going to talk about the 2 most biggest global sports in the world and how they're going to be impacted: Kabaddi and Carrom board.
Now, we're honoured tonight to be joined by 2 leading experts from these sports. First of all, we have, and we're very honoured to have him, Professor Naviji, 12-time losing finalist at the Under-13 Ilford Carrom board tournament. Sat Sri Akal. And we are also very honoured to have Professor Kab Bedi, Chigwell's 7th greatest Kabaddi player.
Sat Sri Akal, Kab Singh.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us tonight. Absolute privilege.
Okay.
And if we could start with Carrom board, Naviji.
Sure. Yeah.
How detrimental has this COVID-19 been to the game?
Yeah, it's been quite devastating because basically our playing area is, if you imagine, like about 1 meter long, and 1 meter wide. So a square basically, and it's we're seeing a massive drop in viewing figures. Basically, you know, we've gone from
Really, you've actually seen a drop in viewing figures. What, from single figures to hardly anyone?
Very good. Yes, no, that's true. Yes.
Right. Okay. So, for the benefit of our viewers, how is Carrom board actually played?
So it's played on, as I said, on this square table. You consider it like playing pool or snooker,
right?
But with your fingers and essentially the nails of your fingers. Like the cheating is if you just push it with you're not meant to play with your fingers. You flick.
Okay, that's
yes, exactly.
Okay. So what changes has COVID made to the game going forward?
It's well, now we can no longer use talcum powder.
Is that going to affect the body odor, or is that something?
No, so now it's much, because obviously the current climate and worldwide, you know, being a responsible body, we now have to use a sanitizer.
I hear some of the more complex shots will now have to be banned from the actual game, like, you know, the obvious one like double and take and knocking one out. Where do you see yourself in 12 months?
Good question. Well, the way my marriage is going right now, locked out is where I see myself.
G, what is Kabaddi, please?
Good question. Very, very good question, actually. Kabaddi is it's a full contact game between 2 opposing teams of either butch male or females, but not mixed. The object of the game is for a single player on offense to run into the opposing team zone, tag out as many of the defenders, and run to their own zone without being tackled by the defenders in a single breath. Or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it's something like that.
And how do you see the game changing then, please?
Well, we are still in discussions, but we are proposing a choir sing Kabaddi for 30 seconds to avoid our players holding their breath whilst chanting and wearing a protective mask.
Can I just hold you there? Sorry to interject, Doctor, but got a bit of an idea here. I'd like to put it forward to you, if that's okay.
Okay, yes, give it a shot.
Can I, something I've been thinking about, I recommend that maybe we get the players to wear a buzzer, strap it on, and pre-recorded with the chant Kabaddi, yeah? And what they can do is, if they want, they can actually change the sound of it. So if you've got a minute, I'll give you an example, something I was working on in my spare time, yeah? So this is me chanting Kabaddi using the buzzer. Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi. Yeah, good. So now you could change the sound of that, and with a protective mask, where you don't have a lot of time, you could speed things up. Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi.
That's a terrible idea, actually.
Will the fans be able to watch?
Unfortunately, the events will now be held behind closed doors.
Oh.
As there is the added risk of hot sweat from the strong, muscular men oiled to perfection flicking onto the crowds. This would cause unnecessary excitement. Unnecessary health risks.
Well, it looks like you're buggered.
Thank you so much to both of our guests for coming on the show this evening.